and it's been a busy old week, has it not, from myself with all of these collection videos. I mean, I might as well just get them out of the way whilst I can. But anyway, welcome back to another video, and this time we're going for the SEGA MegaDrive, my SEGA MegaDrive collection. Fortunately, just rest my arm here, so you can just about see it's resting about here. I've put a nice big box of them here. We've got a load of loose stuff. There's definitely a few dupes in here as well, as there was on the Master System video, but I digress. So what's this sitting on here at the moment? Well, yeah, that's not really relevant. That's an Xbox joypad. But this is a little taster of things to come. This isn't really for the Mega Drive, but this is obviously the Games Master, the oral history book. So good I bought it twice. Sort of. But anyway, you're not here to see that. Not yet, anyway. So SEGA Mega Drive. Yeah, I'm not going to go into it too much. I'm going to use that word that I always use, digress. I'm not going to digress too much into that. I'm going to be doing some more stuff in the future about my relationship with certain video games from my past, where I used to live, because I've lived around a lot of places in the UK. So let's get started. Well, the cartridges first, okay? So FIFA International Soccer. Look at the state of that. Look, that's nasty. PGA Tour Golf, PGA European Tour, rather, I think. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Theme Park. I mean, I'm sure you'll probably be more interested in the boxed versions or the boxed stuff than the loose cartridges. But I've got a few interesting loose cartridges, I have to say. Like this one, Winter Challenge. You know, I like it was, you know, Accolade. It's the weird shaped cartridges. I don't know what these stick. Oh, Blockbuster. This was from Blockbuster Video. There you go. Look at that. I didn't even notice that before. Then James Pond 2. Codename Robocod. I don't understand why I haven't got a boxed version of this, but Sonic and Knuckles. So itching to say about the bloody lock-on technology. I'm just not going to bother. Shadow of the Beast. And one of what they used to call J-Carts. That's Pete Sampras Tennis 96. And we've got Lotus 2 Rex. Two Crude Dudes. Sega Genesis. I do believe it was called something else. Was it called Crude Busters in the arcades? Correct me if I'm wrong. And then Sonic the Hedgehog Spinball. Another one that's pretty, you know, crappy. You know, whilst I'm getting these out, there's some of these games I got from a care home I used to work at. You know, Jumble Sound. I got like 40 of them, I think. Most of them the loose cartridges. So, Super Hang-On. And then the Ren and Stimpy show presents Stimpy's Invention. Can't say I've actually even played that. Tiny Toon Adventures. Oops, got the right camera there. Then we've got Sonic the Hedgehog. Another one that's pretty damaged. But again, these are just the loose cartridges. They get battered around everywhere. It doesn't really matter. Mortal Kombat 3. Sugaruk. Chuck Rock, for those that live in England. This is an American one as well. I don't even realise some of these. Whilst I'm here, Thunder Force 3 on the Genesis. It was actually released in the UK. I remember actually having a cartridge that said Mega Drive on it. I had the box. And that was many years ago, and got rid of it. And I've never seen one since. So if any of you out there have actually got a copy of that, Thunder Force 3 on the Mega Drive, so it's the PAL version, not the NTSC Genesis version. Galaxy Force 2. Love that in the arcade. Echo the Dolphin. Why not? Everyone's probably got a copy of that. This one's interesting. No box, but it's Phantom 2040. That came from Jumble Cell many years ago. Mortal Kombat 2. Then we've got the Disney Collection, Mickey Mouse Cast Evolution and Donald Duck Quackshot. Primal Rage. Still, there's quite a few loose cartridges and there's quite a few boxed games as well, so bear with me. Micro Machines, non-J-Kart edition. Then we've got Mega Games 1. As you can see, that's got World Cup Italia 90 columns and Super Hang-On included. Toy Story. Then we've got another pretty roughed up cartridge, and that's Aladdin. And then we've got Streets of Rage 2. Oddly enough, I do not have one boxed version of any Streets of Rage game. In fact, that's the only Streets of Rage game I believe I have. Weirdly enough, I think I better resolve that at the Birmingham Gaming Market on the 4th of December. Just saying. Anyway, Pitfall: The Mayan Adventure. Then we've got G-Lock Air Battle. Gynog. Now that was actually recently re-released on, I think, on PlayStation 5 or Xbox. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, I think Switch, Steam, Xbox One and Xbox Series. It's about £4. Recommend you pick that up if you really want to play it in slightly higher definition and stuff. So, Ms. Pac-Man. Then Street Fighter 2 Special Championship Edition. Or was it Special Champion Edition? We'll always call it Championship Edition. Then we got Biohazard Battle. Maybe that wasn't Toy Story. I don't know. But Toy Story, again, just looks different than the other one. Where did that go anyway? Oh, it's the same, yeah. I just remember seeing a different picture, that was all. Then we've got World Class Leaderboard. California Games. Oh, God, I remember playing that years ago all the time. Then we got Fatal Fury. And the last one of the cartridges, I believe. I found a Master System one in there from yesterday as well, you see. But I've already went through that because that was from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. That is Mega Games 3. So, Super Monaco GP, Super Thunderblade, and Alien Storm. So now what I need to do is, how am I going to do this? I'm going to move these. I'm just going to chuck them on the floor for now, because we're really going to need the space on this table. So, Megadrive, yeah, what a nice little system. Probably you well know, the heyday of Sega, really. Anything after that kind of went a bit tits up, didn't it? So some of you might be squirming right now, going, "Oh God, sticking them, just chucking them on the floor." That is not ideal. No, it's not ideal. Anyway, what's up first? Populous 2. Two Tribes. Probably the better Populous game on the Mega Drive. Then we've got a nice cardboard boxed The Duel Test Drive 2. Followed by, some people love this game and it's well, the original and this one. A lot of people hate it. I don't. I quite like it. That's Bubsy 2. Bubsy, 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 Bubsy. That's how it goes on the intro, I believe. Then we've got Gods. Then we've got Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition. Looks like dogs taking a chew at the bottom of that or something like that. Well, not quite, but almost. Then we've got Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Super Hang-On. Another cardboard boxed one, and a lot of people know this was released on the Mega Drive, because I used to play it on the Super Nintendo back in like the 90s, the mid 90s, and that is Warp Speed. And then we got PGA Tour Golf. World of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. And there's the other one that I was mentioned a minute ago, the not the prequel, but the precursor to, and it's Bubsy, in Claws Encounters of the Third Kind. Then we've got one of my personal favourites, I have to say this. I mean, I much prefer it on the Amiga, but the Mega Drive doesn't do such a bad job, especially when you put the armour cheat in as well, and that is Xenon 2 Mega Blast. Then we've got, weirdly enough, it's just a box with someone's written on it, and that's Altered Beast. So yeah, that's not gonna win any fucking awards, is it? Let's be honest. Mickey Mouse Castle of Illusion. Then we've got Desert Strike. Let's put that one there, I think. Super Kickoff. Then Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I think I've got a few of these, to be honest with you. Who hasn't? But what a great game either way. Picked this one up in Elephant and Castle in London in, I think, July when I was down there for a business trip. And that is Skitchin. It's sort of like it's Road Rash on roller skates, really. Then we've got Joe Montana 2, Sports Talk Football. Robocop versus Terminator. Oh, yes. I love that game. I might have to leave that one out and have a go on it later on. Maybe do a bit of a gameplay footage of it. The original Sonic the Hedgehog. There's another one of those in a minute, actually. I'm not even gonna say what it is. I'm just gonna stick it over. We've already been over that. That's another one of those and another one of those. So there's a couple of dupes for you. Jurassic Park. Then Ferrari Grand Prix Challenge. The Menacer 6-game cartridge, but I don't have a Menacer, so I think you can play this with a controller, but I don't know. But I can't be asked to get a Menacer, and plus to get a decent one, they're starting to cost too much now. So you know, just make do without it. PGA Tour Golf 2. Another dupe, and that's obviously Bubsy Bobcat. Another one of my absolute favourite games, this one. Quite fortunate to have this and have it in really good condition as well, and that is Thunder Force 4. So obviously the sequel to Thunder Force 3, which I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Then we got the game that everyone loves to hate on, but isn't actually as bad as everyone likes to say it is, and that is Shaq Fu, the original Shaq Fu. I find the Megadrive version better than the SNES version, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, this has got a bit of a dodgy box, but I can always switch that over with some of the replacement boxes I've got, and that is Fantasia. Next up, another one from the Bitmap Brothers, and that is Speedball 2 Brutal Deluxe. It doesn't actually say that on the box, but it is Brutal Deluxe. That's what it was. We've got a Jap one here, and that is eSWAT. I found a way around to get that to work on my Mega Drive. I literally took the casing off and stuck the chip into my Mega Drive. Works fine. Pac-Mania. Don't know what this is. Oh, that's just an empty box. Look, it's not even worth. Just look. See, nothing in that. Then we've got some of the. There's quite a few blue boxes in here actually. So first one is Rise of the Robots. A game that was so overhyped, and when it was actually received, as you know, it was just an absolute pile of shit. Sonic Spinball. And then I actually really enjoyed playing this as a kid, but anyway, Art Alive. A kid, a teenager. Then we got the EA Sports doubleheader. Who doesn't have that? You can pick it up for about £1. Then we've got Megalomania. Then we've got Last Battle. Now I believe, just, you know, I did say I don't want to say too much about these, but Last Battle is actually Fist of the North Star. There you go, if you didn't know that. Another copy, another dupe, World of Illusion. Then we've got Jimmy White's Whirlwind Snooker. And the original Lotus Turbo Challenge. I have to, if you see I keep looking up here, it's because my screen's up here, and I'm trying to make sure that the box goes, at least looks like that, you see, and I can go, oh yeah, okay, so it looks like I'm looking up there. A monitor to monitor. James Pond 2 Operation Codename Robocod. As you saw, I've already got a cartridge of that. Virtua Racing. Then we've got Street Racer. FIFA Soccer 96. Another one of my absolute favourites, and I demolished the Games Master challenge of this, and that was Shadow Dancer, The Secret of Shinobi. Ah, yes, I love that game. Super Smash TV. Then European Club Soccer. Original Mortal Kombat. Now, anyone wondering what that music is in the background, well, I'll tell you what it is. It's the Really Wild Show theme music. There you go, nice and retro for you. Urban Strike. And then Road Rash 2. There's quite a few more. Oh, look, I've got another cartridge sitting there. I didn't see that. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Right, Davis Cup World Tour. And then Sonic the Hedgehog 3. This one I loved on the Super Nintendo. I love it actually. I love it for the graphics on the Super Nintendo. The sound as well, because it is a better system for it. But on the Mega Drive, you've got an extra level. That just makes all the difference, to be honest with you. And it's actually not that bad, and that is Mega Swiv. Then we've got Tasmania. I've already done a joke about that on the Master System version, about the cartoon. And then Olympic Gold. This one has definitely been chewed up by some kid or a dog. Not that I really give a shit, because I'm not one of those people that has to have everything perfect. If it comes nice, great. If it doesn't, I don't give a fuck. I play all my games. I don't stick them on a fucking shelf and leave them there to rot. And then think one day I'm actually going to sell them, because it probably won't. Same, I mean, will I? I don't know. If I get a repetitive strain injury, then I will probably get rid of it all. Anyway, I'm digressing again. Toki was recently re-released. Well, it was remastered. A boxed version of Toy Story, finally. It's the 3 copies of that I've got now. Then we've got Mick and Mac Global Gladiators. And then the original Zool. I have no idea why Zool 2. I don't believe Zool 2 was released on the Mega Drive. If it was, well, I'm going to be looking at getting that. Then we've got the tennis tournament. The tennis tournament? Oh, Grand Slam, the tennis tournament. Another dupe. Lotus Turbo Challenge. Not a dupe. Jungle Strike. And then we've got Tailspin. I remember that being advertised on that VHS cassette that came out with one of the SEGA magazines, which was announcing the Mega CD. You can find that online. I'll actually put a link to it below if I remember. If I don't and someone notices what I've just said, please remind me and I'll stick the link below. Another classic, Mega Bomberman. I wonder if any of you are wondering, has he got a copy of Gunstar Heroes? No. And I definitely don't have a copy of any ridiculous price games like Superman and things like that. But I would love a copy of Gunstar Heroes. I'm going to definitely look at getting one of those if there's one at the Retro Gaming Fair. Subterranea is the next one. Then Balls, the Battle of the Balls, or Balls 3D as it's known as. Only about 5 or 6 more, so you ain't got much longer to wait. California Games, another copy, but obviously it's the box version. Then we've got Pele. Super Fantasy Zone. Paperboy. 2 more left. Which one of them's a dupe? So only one really. Road Rash. And the final one for you, another blue box. Box is a bit damaged, but again, I don't care. And that is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So, that's your lot. That's the Mega Drive stuff that I've got. There isn't any more of that, but coming up in some future ones of these, I've got PlayStation 2, GameCube, and Sega Saturn. Now, both of all those 3 collections there's not as much. Maybe the PlayStation 2 is not far off, but the rest of it is not much. So after that, I will combine stuff. So Super Nintendo and NES will be combined. Oh, I forgot to say I've got Wii as well and Wii U, but I will combine the Wii and the Wii U stuff together. So I'm trying to think what else. PlayStation 1, Atari 2600, I will probably combine because I don't have as much of that stuff. Yeah, I think I've got some other consoles. I'm just trying to think. Oh, PlayStation 3, yeah. PSP, I'll combine those. I might combine all of that, but we'll see. But anyway, the next bigger ones coming up, you got to look forward to a PlayStation 2, Wii and Wii U, and PlayStation 3, I imagine. But as I say, we'll see how we get on with those. So yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one, and stay tuned if you can. Hope you're all well. See you later.